Your brain is slowly poisoning itself. Wait, I'll explain. Imagine you wake up one morning and all your memories are gone. You can't focus on a single sentence for more than a few seconds. That's not a nightmare. That's what happens when you don't sleep. But here's what nobody tells you. While you're lying in bed, completely unconscious, your brain is actually working harder than it does during the day. It's not resting. It's conducting a secret cleaning operation, one that scientists only discovered in the last decade. And if you skip it, the consequences are far more terrifying than just feeling tired. For most of human history, we thought sleep was the brain's off switch, a time to power down, save energy, and do nothing. Turns out that's completely wrong. In 2013, a team of neuroscientists at the University of Rochester made a discovery that changed everything we know about sleep. They found something called the glymphatic system, your brain's built-in cleaning crew. Here's how it works. Your brain cells are constantly working, firing electrical signals, building connections, processing information. And like any hard-working machine, they produce waste. Toxic proteins, cellular debris, things that, if left to accumulate, would literally destroy your brain tissue. But there's a problem. Unlike the rest of your body, which has a lymphatic system to flush out waste, your brain has no direct drainage pipes. It's sealed inside your skull, behind a protective barrier. So how does it clean itself? The answer lies deep inside your skull. During deep sleep, your brain cells actually shrink by up to 60%. Think about that for a moment. Your brain physically contracts, creating wide channels between the cells. And then, a clear fluid called cerebrospinal fluid rushes through these channels, like a high-pressure wash, sweeping away toxic buildup. It's as if every night, someone opens a fire hose inside your head and flushes out the day's garbage. But here's the greatest mystery. This cleaning system operates almost exclusively during deep sleep. It's barely active while you're awake, which means if you skip just one night of sleep, those toxic waste products stay trapped inside your brain. One of the most dangerous proteins that builds up is called beta amyloid. It's a sticky, toxic substance that clumps between your neurons and blocks communication. If that name sounds familiar, it's because beta amyloid plaques are one of the primary hallmarks of Alzheimer's disease. A groundbreaking study published in the journal Science tracked healthy adults who were sleep deprived for just one night. The results were alarming. After a single sleepless night, beta amyloid levels spiked by 25 to 30% in brain regions linked to memory and emotion. One night, that's all it took. Now multiply that across months or years of chronic sleep deprivation, the kind most of us experience without even realizing it. Late night scrolling, early alarms. I'll catch up on the weekend. Your brain doesn't work that way. The damage compounds. But beta amyloid isn't the only threat. Sleep deprivation also triggers a chain reaction inside your brain's emotional control center. The amygdala, your brain's fear and emotion processor, goes into overdrive. Studies show that sleep-deprived people have up to 60% higher amygdala reactivity to negative stimuli. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking and impulse control, partially disconnects from the amygdala. The result? You become more emotionally reactive, more anxious, and less capable of making good decisions. Your brain literally loses the ability to regulate itself. Ironically, the very organ that makes you who you are is the one you're damaging every time you choose one more episode over sleep. But cleaning isn't the only night shift your brain runs. While you sleep, your brain is also sorting through every single thing you experience during the day, and it's making brutal decisions about what to keep and what to throw away. Think of it as your brain's memory librarian. During the day, your hippocampus, the brain's temporary memory warehouse, fills up with raw experiences. The conversation you had at lunch, the fact you read in a textbook, the face of someone you met, all of it sits there, unorganized. Then during deep sleep, your brain replays these memories. But here's what's fascinating. It replays them at up to 20 times their normal speed. Imagine a highlight reel of your entire day, played back in fast forward while you're unconscious. Your brain watches that reel and decides, this is important, keep it. Or, this is useless, delete it. The important memories get transferred from the hippocampus to the neocortex, your brain's permanent long-term storage. That's where they become part of who you are. This process is called memory consolidation, and without adequate sleep, it simply doesn't happen. In one experiment, researchers taught two groups of people a complex motor skill, like playing a new piano sequence. One group slept for 8 hours afterward, the other stayed awake. When tested the next day, the group that slept performed 40% better than the group that didn't. Not because they practiced more, not because they were smarter, but because their brains spent the night replaying and refining the skill while they were unconscious. The years when we learn the fastest are also the years we sleep the most. A newborn baby sleeps up to 17 hours a day. A teenager? Their brain is rewiring so rapidly that they need 9 to 10 hours, which is why forcing teens to start school at 7 a.m. is, neurologically speaking, a disaster. Your brain doesn't learn while you're awake. It learns while you're asleep. The waking hours are just collecting the data. So we know sleep is a cleaning crew, an emotional regulator, and a memory machine. But not all sleep is equal. Your brain cycles through different stages throughout the night, and each stage serves a completely different purpose. Stage 1 and 2, light sleep, the transition. Brain waves slow down. Body temperature drops. You're easily woken. Stage 3, deep sleep, slow wave sleep. This is the critical stage. Brain waves become slow, powerful, and synchronized. This is when the glymphatic system kicks into high gear. This is when memories get consolidated. This is the stage that, if you miss it, leaves you physically wrecked the next day. You spend about 20 to 25% of your night in deep sleep. And here's what most people don't realize. You get the majority of your deep sleep in the first half of the night. So if you go to bed at 2 a.m. and wake up at 6 a.m., you've robbed yourself of most of your deep sleep, even if you technically slept for 4 hours. REM sleep. This is when you dream. Your brain becomes almost as active as when you're awake. Your eyes dart rapidly behind your eyelids, and your body becomes temporarily paralyzed so you don't act out your dreams. REM sleep is when your brain processes emotions and makes creative connections between unrelated ideas. It's why you sometimes wake up with the solution to a problem you couldn't solve the day before. One full sleep cycle, light sleep to deep sleep to REM, takes about 90 minutes. To feel truly rested, your brain needs 4 to 5 complete cycles. That's 7 to 8 hours. Not 5 hours, not "I'll sleep when I'm dead." 7 to 8 hours every single night. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Sleep is not a luxury. It's not a sign of laziness. It is a non-negotiable biological requirement, as essential as breathing, as fundamental as eating. Every night you choose sleep, you're giving your brain the chance to clean itself, organize its memories, and regulate its emotions. Every night you skip it, you're slowly, silently working against your own mind. History reminds us that great civilizations rarely collapse overnight. They weaken gradually from the inside in ways nobody notices until it's too late. Your brain works the same way. So tonight, when you put your head on the pillow, remember, you're not doing nothing. You're giving your brain the maintenance crew it's been waiting for all day. You're letting the librarian sort the shelves. You're flushing out the toxins that, left unchecked, could one day take everything from you.
Subscribe to The Wise, where every question opens the door to a new discovery. Because every answer begins with one word: why?